have that power? Can I realize that potential within myself?
Okay. When you talk about God and the creation, you have to understand there's a distinction between the creator and the created. There's always going to be a distinction. The moment creation has brought into existence, it's a distinction.
Okay.
Because this cosmos at one point didn't exist.
Yes.
So our whole existence is dependent, it's contingent upon our creator. That means by very nature of our beginning of existence, we are solely reliant and dependent on God. But God is not, He's independent. So how can dependent creatures have the same attributes in quality or in quantity, qualitatively or quantitatively, with the creator? It will simply not really make much sense. Because we have a beginning,
yes.
We are finite, and we have this limitation as we have begun our existence with this beginning. The creator has no restrictions in his self.
Yes.
He did not begin to exist, he was always there.
Yes.
Being always there, there is nothing that restricts the creator or somehow brings the creator into some kind of conformity. He is who he is with his attributes, and we know he has to be totally independent. Being independent, he has to be perfect in his attributes. So if he is powerful, there can be no one more powerful than the creator. So when we say, okay, can we be like him? We can have certain amount of power and ability, but our power and ability will be very limited compared to the creator of our cosmos. Do you know how big our cosmos is? Have you ever seen it on?
I've seen it on YouTube. It's massive.
Yeah? When you see them zoom in, right?
Yeah.
They can zoom in from you, or zoom out and go all the way to galaxies and nebulas, and you will see how vast our universe is.
Yes.
The one who created all of this, how can we even compare to us or to any of the creation? He will be totally unique. The creator will be totally unique. So we believe, yes, we have given certain attributes which you might find some resemblance to the attribute of God, but they are only by name only. We have knowledge, but the creator's knowledge infinitely more.
Yes.
He's all knowledgeable. We are limited amount of knowledge possessing individuals.
Does that mean that he's as in this lifetime, my potential has been capped?
Okay, by definition, the infinite can never become finite can never become infinite or
Yes.
reach to the point of infinite.
Okay.
So whatever you have, your potential would never become equal to God's attributes.
Yes.
Okay. So in our makeup, whatever we have the potential to grow and increase. This is the teaching of Islam,
Yes.
where we are constantly to strive and to struggle to better ourselves. In fact, you can better yourself to the position where, people will say, wow, I knew this person was generous, but when I met you, I know what generosity means, for example. You can constantly develop yourself in generosity, in kindness, in forgiveness, in speaking the truth and being just and being merciful. Always room for improvement. So we have to take this as a spiritual path in our journey to develop ourselves. One of the important things our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, he says, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ. I have been raised to perfect the nobility of character. So we are noble in our character. God has inspired us with the good and evil and given us what we should be good. But we can perfect this nobility to a point where we will, go beyond this weaknesses that people have of greed, jealousy, anger, hatred, all of that. You can become a very noble person. And this is what Islam wants to introduce to people. Become a very noble person. Purification.
So the teachings have been sent to us so that in this lifetime we can purify ourselves.
Yeah. And by purifying ourselves, we can then realize our need and our purpose in our life so that we can fulfill our purpose. If you constantly sin, meaning do things which we know, rape, murder, killing, stealing,
pedophiles,
all the things that you can find detestable, how can you then fulfill your worship of God to be someone who is totally grateful to God and listens to God? It doesn't work out. You have to get rid of all of these things and then fulfill your purpose in God by really becoming a very purified person. Someone who is ennobled to fulfill the purpose and the path of God, to worship God. so that your heart is pure.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your energy, and thank you for doing this. The youth, we need guidance and role models like yourself, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.